Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Yahweh who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahushai who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just wanted to do a little video. I'm probably going to entitle this, Can we expect SHTF in the 2020 election? Or something along those lines. Now, as I'm giving my commentary, you can enjoy my great Call of Duty skills in the background. Inside joke. Been playing too much Call of Duty Black Ops, but anyway, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, I pointed out, and I would say I'm the only guy I've seen on YouTube who has pointed this out. You know what? I'm not even going to say that because I've seen one other person make this connection. So I'll be fair and give him credit. Not sure of who he or she is, but because I watch a lot of videos. But I've seen one person make this connection that I myself make, and the connection we made is, it is very likely that we will see some type of civil unrest in America, not only because it's election time, but rather because now we are in the party season. You know what that means? Think about this. October, November, and December. What comes to mind? Of course, you have, this year, you have the election, but this month you have Halloween. Next month, the election. Then next month also Thanksgiving. And then month after that, Christmas. And then in the same month you have New Year's. Okay? Think about this for a second. If food is already short in these stores right now, we're not in the party season right now. As in, people are not buying more than usual for parties. Okay, so what is going to happen when in the next coming months we go into the party season, aka the celebrating seasons where people spend money? They don't have money this year, of course, so that's going to be interesting. They've also been speaking about possibly canceling, Black Friday, or at least doing it online instead of going out in person. Or at least closing down a lot of these stores like Best Buy or maybe even Walmart or Target on Black Friday. Because you can't do like what you do every year with Black Friday, right? Every year people be, killing each other to get in line. But you know what? You can't have that this year because of the whole Corolla situation. So that's going to be very interesting. Okay, so I don't think it's a far reach of the imagination to put all these things together. You have what is that, 5 things? We'll count it down again. You have Halloween coming up, which is going to be very interesting to see how that is handled. Then after that, you have the election. Then after that, you have Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. Okay, so this is the time where people spend money. And guess what? Nobody has money right now to spend. And not only that, you have a nationwide food shortage. Okay, and it's going to continue to get worse. Some Americans are going to have to go this year without turkey. Okay? You have 60 million people who are unemployed right now in the United States. You have 40 million people who are on the verge of eviction. If it doesn't take a rocket scientist to clearly connect all these dots together to see, well, wait a second, things are not looking good for America right now. Okay, things are not looking good. And that goes back to the scriptures, inside joke, right? It goes back to the scriptures, right? The Holy Bible, because the Bible, predicted all these things, man. Okay, this Holy Scriptures, who people, ignorantly call Jesus Christ, but we know his name to be Yahushai. He told us about these things. That's why the scriptures tell you Blessed is the man who reads the book of this prophecy. The scriptures also say, the angel told John, not to seal the sayings of the, the prophecy of the scriptures. Because if they did, then we wouldn't know about the mark of the beast. We wouldn't know America's Babylon. We wouldn't know all that information and things to look for, the signs of, Christ's, second return. Which clearly, everything going on in the world right now is, further evidence, that Christ, which his real name's Yahushua, but he's clearly on the way, man. Okay, as in first the mark of the beast must come to pass, which is the microchip. And then, World War III. But then, after that, Yahushua can return at any time. Okay, so this is all just, further proof that we're living in those last days, man. Okay, this is clearly, evident. Right, one thing that Christ spoke about in the last time was, earthquakes in diverse places and pestilences. And what happened this year, man? Global, well, I shouldn't say global, because mind of God's going to get on me for saying that. Kind of like an inside joke between me and him. But, a worldwide, for lack of better words, or plane-wide, another inside joke. A plane-wide, or earth-wide, to be sarcastic, global pandemic, all right, or pandemic, whatever side you take is irrelevant, but we all can agree, whether it is staged or not, it all still has the same side effects. Okay, it all still pushes the agenda. Okay, whether it is manufactured by man or it was a real thing that happened is irrelevant, because whether it's real or not, it's going to be used for damage. Say, for another example, let's just say global warming. Whether global warming is just a result of the earth moving closer to the sun, so-called, or because of man's doing, is irrelevant. It's still going to have effects on the earth regardless of who did it. You know what I'm saying? So, these guys going around saying that COVID isn't real. I mean, that's just, as I said, if you want to believe that, that's on you. But I myself, I know a couple people who've actually had the virus. Okay, I know a handful of people who actually had the virus. They all lived, but guess what? They all had it. Okay, so I mean, I personally would think it's, foolish to say it doesn't exist. But man-made, yeah, I can agree to that. That very likely. In fact, just earlier this year, somebody, I believe it was in GMS, put up a video showing, I believe it was Lion of Baltimore, that brother, which he's a sincere brother. He doesn't do much videos now, but he's sincere. He did a video showing back from 2019. Over in China, there was a TV show or something that they mentioned the coronavirus inside of the what's the word I'm looking for? Inside of the show. Okay, they mentioned the coronavirus. So the point of the matter is, the prophecies of the Holy Book are clearly coming to pass this year, man. Okay, but getting back to, the video, as in, are we going to see SHTF during the election? And, sorry to keep everybody on the edge of their seat, as in, going into certain, other topics and stuff. But you know what? The Spirit brings out what it will, you know what I mean? But anyway, to answer the question, I would say that there's a very good chance that we are going to see civil unrest during this coming election. And not only because of the election, because a lot of people don't give a shit about that. Excuse my French. But a lot of people don't give, what we'll say about the election. You know why? Because a lot of people are seeing that it's all BS right now, man. Okay, and you know what? Even those who believe in it, guess what? If they vote for Biden or, Trump, it doesn't matter. They're not going to accept the results. All right, you're going to have people out here who are going to go on rampages because they don't want to be rolled over by Trump for another 4 years. Okay, you're going to have people who wanted Trump to be in office, and they're going to go crazy because Trump's not in office anymore. So it's just going to be total chaos, man. At least that's my observation on, or in other words, my prediction for what is likely to happen. But truthfully, at the end of the day, all we can do is leave it up to speculation. As in, we're never going to find out for ourselves until it actually happens. Okay? But you know what, the way I also look at it is this way, man. Dealing with, it spiritually, we might be in the kingdom next year. Okay? Yahushai, who the world calls Christ, he might return next year. Right? By the way, things are going right now. Things are moving fast, man. Just this month, you had another news company come out with the mark of the beast, which is what, the microchip, right? The RFID radio frequency identification device. Another news company was reporting in Sweden, there's thousands of people getting microchip implants. Okay, and that was just this month, October. So things are really moving fast, man. Okay, I mean, anybody who can't see it at this point doesn't know what they're talking about. Okay, because things are really moving fast. Another thing as well to talk about is the food shortages. I'm telling you, man, I've been to these stores, and you can see that there's certain stuff that they just can't keep up on. There's certain canned goods that they had to push all of it to the front of the shelf to make it look like it's full to the people who walk by. Because people will panic when they see, these stores, it's the word I'm looking for. When you see these stores, empty. Okay, not only that, I also got to keep this in mind, man, that last time when the world went on lockdown, everybody went out, flooded the stores. And I mean flooded into these stores and emptied them out, man. Okay, emptied out these stores. And guess what? It's going to be 100 times worse now because everybody knows what to expect from being locked inside for 2 or 3 months at a time. Okay, so everybody is going to be looking at that damn Coca-Cola, man. Inside joke. But I mean, it's not even being sarcastic. Everybody's going to be looking for that comfort food. Right, that comfy food. Right, everybody's going to be looking for that junk food, man. And guess what? It ain't going to be there. You know why? Because somebody else is going to grab it before them. So, all I can say is that clearly things are not going to be looking good for this country, man. Okay, things clearly are not good for America right now. And even that is just an understatement to say that, man. It's just an understatement to say that things are not good here, man. Things are terrible. Okay, things are terrible here in the United States by clear observation. Okay, I mean, and hey, you either got to be looking good or you just got to be, I should say living good. Slovakia. Got to be living good. Or what's the word I'm looking for? Or you're just being ignorant. Okay, you got to be, living above your means, so to speak, with decent, cash income, which is very lucky, if that's you, by the way. Or you just gotta be, facing the other direction, not looking. Because if you look, you're clearly gonna see it. Alright, that people ain't doing good out here, man. And this isn't just a problem that's gonna go away overnight. Okay, this clearly is something that's here to stay. It's like the coronavirus. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Right? The corona is not going anywhere. You know what? I remember back in what was it? April. They said, you know what? Well, actually, let's say this. Yeah, March. Say in March. I remember they said in March that this corona, it will be gone by April, so we'll all be able to celebrate not Thanksgiving, Slovakia. Celebrate Easter. Easter together. We'll be able to celebrate Easter together. And guess what? Here we are, how many months later? Here we are all these months later, and Corolla is still as vicious as ever. Excuse me if I stutter a little bit. You know, I am actually going on 24 hours without sleep because I had to get some stuff done. But, you know, the Spirit just got on me to, you know, go on a little bit of a rant, so to speak. But at the same time, it's important. All right, so, you know, excuse if I stutter a little bit. But hey, you know what? Moses said, I am not a man of much speech. But guess what? Yahweh Shem Yoshai, Yahweh, I should say, Yahweh still used Moses. Okay, even though he wasn't a man of a smooth tongue, so to speak. Okay. Or in other words, Moses wasn't a man who spoke in a suit and tie. Just like John the Baptist, but that's another story for another time. Inside joke. But anyway, you know, pretty much I'm going to call that the video there. Just a couple things to think about, you know. Everybody's free to fill their, you know, share, for lack of better words, their viewpoints down below in the comment section. Anybody who watched this far into the video, put hashtag SHTF 2020 in the comment board down below. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to say shalom.